like he's fighting for the people that are being deported. That's obviously what the narrative here is. It's so clear and obvious that this is a person who's trying to aggressively insert himself into a space and aggressively and physically impose himself upon a woman. And again,
this person is invading a space and is trying to violently impose himself onto a woman? Did you just imply? Did you just fucking imply that this guy is raping Kristi Noem? Did you just imply that this guy was trying to sexually assault Kristi Noem? Violently impose himself onto a woman. What do you think that means? Or what do you think people think of when you say something like that? What the fuck? So, let's think about this, okay? So it began with asking questions. It began with yelling, okay? It began with accusing this guy of yelling. Yelling? Okay, now it became, men and women's sports. And then it became, violence. And then it became sexual violence? Can somebody please explain to me, like, the EV evolution of this into, like, fucking dishonesty on, okay? Like, please excuse me, okay? This is like the legendary Pokemon of lying, okay? Like, this is like the legendary Pokemon of dishonest framing.
I don't want men and women's sports. Men and women are not equal physically. Like, I understand, like, if, you know, like, a woman hits you and you hit her back, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not going to cry about that. But
what the fuck? Dude, how did we evolve this into Kristi Noem possibly attacking him and then him self-defending himself physically? What the fuck are you talking about, mate? Kristi Noem and his arm and her army of simp cops? Is that what we're talking about right now?
But at the same time, like, we got to call this for what it is. This is a man that breaks in there, and if any Republican senator...
Okay, guys, I'm gonna name the XCOM soldiers after the names in the chat right now. Okay, so if you want your name to be included as an XCOM soldier, all right, as a preset XCOM soldier, be in chat right now. Okay, because once I'm done naming, I'm done. Okay,
had done this to like a Democratic female senator, people would be losing their fucking minds. It's shocking to me to see how many people are acting like the senator is the victim here when he forced his way in here physically. And he did that. You read the replies. They had a meeting after and are on good terms now. Yeah, of course. It's not a big deal. But anyway, let's see if I can find it. But, like, that's it. Missing half the internet's down right now. Yeah, it's a lot. He resisted arrest and was tackled to the ground. Did they have a video of that? Oh, yeah. Here it is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is...
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, I put them behind my back.
All right. Cool. One hand. Lay flat.
Jesus Christ.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
Move your hand back.
Dude, what is this acting? Like, what part of this is acting? Like, I'm so, like, I'm so curious. Like, what part of this is acting? Like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Oh, he's doing such a great job of acting of being pressed to the ground and by 3 grown men. What?
I did not know. There's no recording allowed out here per FBI, right?
Excuse me?
Yep, you're not supposed to record out there, obviously. And I don't know really what this is. And what one less retard? Yeah, fuck around and find out. Exactly. Nice and clean arrest. Yeah, I guess so. It's embarrassing. I know. It's so embarrassing. I just wish these guys would fight this hard for the people that are actually citizens. You know, like, I mean, wouldn't that be nice if you had these people that were willing to fly across the world and throw hands with federal officials and everything for the actual citizens of the country? Wouldn't that be crazy? Can you guys imagine that? Wow, that would be nuts. Oh my God, it's wild. I like to afford childcare. Yeah, I guess so, right?
We just received a statement from the office of Senator Padilla, and they say that he's currently in Los Angeles exercising his duty to perform congressional oversight of the federal government's operations in Los Angeles across California.
He's doing oversight by running in and talking over the fucking internet. Like, everybody else has to wait until after the speech is over, but this dude just decides to cut in line and start yelling. and this is his responsibility. Man, how is that gorilla a senator? I wonder. You know.
It goes on to say.
So he's not white. You just called him a gorilla.
That he tried to ask the secretary a question
in the middle of the speech. And everybody knows that this is the way that it works, right? We all know this is how it works. So how a press conference works, okay? This is not... All right, so they talk, questions, okay? Everybody fucking knows this. Every press conference is the same thing. Oops, just a minute. So you've got the talking time and then you've got the questions time. But this dude just goes and says, you know what? Hey, yo, fuck this shit. Fuck.
And how illegal is this? Do you really think this warrants like pressing somebody to the ground if they disobey this? Like serious question. Like, actual serious question. Do you think that a person should be, like, restrained by 3 entirely grown adult men who are, like, professionally trained to tackle, like, criminals and shit? You know, because like some motherfucker is asking questions during a time in which somebody is not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like, poor little Timmy over here just, like, piped up and asked the teacher a question. I guess we gotta have, like, 3 fucking football players, like, come in and tackle little Timmy to the ground, alright? Pressing his face against the asphalt. Like, fuck me, dude. Like, Jesus. Like, what are you even talking about at this point, right? Like, is there no such thing as an overreaction? Or, like, what law is even being broken at this point? Like, I'm actually so curious. It's so stupid. It's so retarded. It's just, like, actual mental retardation. It's just what it is. It's mental retardation. Okay?
This shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go right in here. You know what? How about this? Yeah, you want this? Wow, why is my First Amendment right being impeded? I'm a sitting congressman. I'm a senator. Why can they do this to me? They can't stop me. I'm trying to do my duty.
Okay, so that senator is crashing out, and this is not crashing out, right? Like, you're like making an entire green screen, okay?
What is this? Why have I keep getting
Fucking chroma
arrested? Is
key
this
this
racism? What a fucking idiot. What a goddamn fucking retard. Everybody knows how these things work.
Was forcibly removed by federal agents, forced to the ground and handcuffed. He is not currently detained, and we are working to get additional information. David, over and over, we've heard from voters in different parts of the country talking about how they want to see Democrats confront the administration on some of these issues, like immigration. I mean, it gets handsy, but Padilla was trying to make a statement there.
There's no doubt about it. I mean,
trying to make a statement. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, like, if you dropped your pants and you shit on the floor and you said, I'm trying to make a statement, I would say I think that is what you're in fact trying to do, but you need to do that in the bathroom. You can't be doing it on the carpet. This ruins everybody's fucking day. You can't.
I mean, was he pooping? Is that what you're implying? Is that he's pooping? Was he pooping? Was he taking a big fat shit? Like, is that what he's doing? Or was he just simply asking a question? Is asking a question taking a big fat shit?
You cannot go and shit on the floor. That's not freedom of speech.
and she was holding a press conference and doing a press statement. He's not a member of the press. It wasn't like a hearing where it was an open forum for senators to ask questions.
No.
He clearly showed up.
Well, yeah, and it is at the end of it, you're supposed to ask. You don't get to just go and do it whenever you want.
A public event to create a moment and do what you're saying, sort of show his constituents, not just Democrats, but that he's fighting.
And that's politics, okay? And that's a part of politics, all right? That's a normal part of politics, is how you can, like, become a martyr as well, all right? Yeah, it's about sacrifice. Sometimes politics is about sacrifice. Sometimes politics is about, like, making hard decisions for yourself, okay? At least Alex Padilla is not putting somebody else in his place to do something like this, okay? We have a U.S. senator who is sacrificing his own body for this, okay? He's not shoving one of his assistants in that position. He's not shoving any one of his voters in that position, okay? He's doing this of his own accord, all right? This should be something that is celebrated, okay? Not something that is shamed, not something that is whatever. Did you guys know that there's something called civil disobedience? Breaking laws on purpose in order to make a political statement without harming other people? Yeah, that's a totally yeah, wow. Totally new concept, I know. Totally not used by Martin Luther King, okay?
From his perspective. Again, I think
yeah, bro, like he's fighting the ground.
Question is, was this the appropriate?
He's fighting the ground because he has 3 grown-ass men pressing him down. Yeah, no shit. How about you, okay? Asmongold, are you able to fight 3 grown-ass men?
Response of how it got dealt with.
Absolutely, it was. Absolutely. The security, they shouldered him out. They said, nope. FBI was like, all right, come on, let's go. Let's go, lay down. That's it. You're done.
In that moment and how that plays. To your point, though, I mean, what we're seeing.
By the way, pay attention to his chat as well, okay? I know that you guys can barely see it, okay? But pay attention to his chat. Look how disgusting and viscerally, like, ew, his chat is. Like, his chat is just, like, actually celebrating the shit, saying too gentle, right? Just very, like, disgusting, ugly, like neo-Nazi adjacent, like, type beat, okay? But
politically is a very divided country over the support and opposition. It's almost evenly divided in a Washington Post poll today.
Just a reminder that Asmongold literally had to clean out his chat of neo-Nazis just simply because they were blatantly saying W Hitler, okay? Just simply because they were saying W Hitler during one of his Trump coverage streams, all right? That is what his audience is filled with, okay? He has also acknowledged at some point that people on 4chan poll says that, oh yeah, Asmongold is their guy, okay? 4chan poll, you know, the place that is literally just Nazi anons, just like schizo posting. But yeah.
Oh, really? Because it doesn't look like it's evenly divided at all. It feels like it was overwhelming, one-sided.
His community is brigading the DG subreddit. Yeah, that's not surprising either.
It's not like this, not a 50-50 issue.
Over the president's actions and policies here, both over the president putting in the Guard and the Marines there, right? But also, we see an evenly divided country over support and opposition to the protests to ICE's action.
You might also, in a situation like this, say, what kind of moment was the senator looking for? But
he wanted to be a martyr. He wanted to look like he was the right guy fighting for the right cause, and he was on the right side of history.
Yeah, because, and what's wrong with that? What the fuck?
A lot of these.
Yeah, it's almost as if politics is like mostly optics, actually.
These protests and everything, they're fueled by narcissism. They're fueled by narcissistic people that think that they're going to be remembered in the history books by doing the right thing. That's it.
Oh, this person looks cool as fuck.
Would note, and I'm curious just if you can speak to kind of the norms of things.
It's all about optics. It is.
Normally,
it is.
You have a situation where there's more interaction, even between members of Congress who maybe don't see eye to eye with the White House.
Yeah.
They are a little able, at least, to have some kind of interactions. There really are no avenues, I think, for members of Congress to get the ear of someone at the White House if they're not seen as very in line with President Trump.
Yeah, and so obviously the solution to that is just fucking bust in there, bro, like the Kool-Aid man.
I mean, I think it depends on the issue.
I mean, he was Aura farmer.
And the personnel, right, that find access points to certain things. But
yeah, bro, you just Kool-Aid man your way in there, and you're like, all right, hey, what do you mean? Why I'm being oppressed? Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is an increasingly big problem that's been going on in the U.S., is that you have a lot of people who they think that if they are significantly and sufficiently aggrieved and frustrated enough by something, that they can just simply break the law and do whatever they want. And this is the entire premise of all of the protests. This is the premise of all of these, like, rioting, burning down Teslas, violently assaulting people that disagree with them politically. Like, every single time that I see somebody getting hit, it's always a liberal person hitting a conservative. Now, I'm sure there's some conservatives that hit at liberals too, and I think they should all go to jail. But, like, maybe it's just me, but I certainly see a fucking trend, right? Is like when Elon Musk said that Trump was in the Epstein files, you didn't have a bunch of Republicans setting Teslas on fire, but Elon Musk goes and does that stupid salute thing, and then he goes and, he helps Trump, and you got these Democrats setting Teslas on fire for fucking
The stupid salute thing being the Nazi salute in question done twice. Okay, but okay, dude.
Weeks. And so that's the difference, right? It's because they face no consequences. Exactly. That is the idea that needs to be killed, in my opinion. That is the idea you must kill. The concept and the idea that if you are sufficiently and enough angry and mad and pissed off, that you just get to ignore the law. That's it. Yeah, you've got to, and the way that you do that is you have a just completely unbreakable enforcement of the law. It doesn't matter whether you're a senator, it doesn't matter whether you're young, old, or anything like that. You still get held accountable for being a piece of shit. Getting away with it doesn't even cross their...
What, like... Okay, so if somebody thinks that you're being a mean bully, like, they should just be arrested? What? Like, this is actual, like, authoritarian, fascist type. Like, and he says that he's for free speech. And he says that he's pro-free speech. What the fuck? Like, what part? He's following Benny Johnson as well, you can clearly see. Dude, he's actually so brainwashed at this point. Like Asmongold is far gone. Like, this living, sentient, like, I don't even want to call him sentient, okay? He's like a little worm, all right? He's like this breathing, sentient, little drooling retard is, like, trying to convey to us the intricateness of politics, okay? He, like... What? Jesus Christ, dude.
Mind, in their perspective, they aren't doing anything wrong? No.
Yeah, centrist, by the way.
Oh, no, that's not true. Because do you remember that protest whenever they were fighting, like, with that one guy, with that Kelly dude? And how all the liberals around this one guy were just, like, talking, like, politely? Do you know why that was happening? It's because there was a literal military Humvee right behind them with military fucking Marines or National Guard literally 10 feet away from them. So the reason why these people act this way, like, I've seen this happen. Like, I remember one time, like, this is a good example. So there was a cop one time. We were at Whataburger. It's like 3 in the morning, right? And it's a Friday or a Saturday. And so, like, everybody's there. They came down from downtown. People are drunk. There's like 100 people in the Whataburger, and these dudes are yelling at each other, talking shit, right? There's a cop that has to be at the Whataburger every Friday and Saturday. All the
More shall enter the fray.
If you want to goon for fascism and get no aura or Riz, be like Asmongold. If you want Riz and max aura, be like Foodshops and sign for aura/Foodshops. True, based. Thank you so much for the tier 3 sub. Very big. Alright, very big. Okay, tier 3 sub. Okay? Thank you so much. Alright, at this point, I might even make a tier 4 sub. Alright, maybe. Okay? But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay? I gotta put your name as well inside of XCOM. Okay? But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah. True. And you should sign for aura.com/Foodshops. Okay? If you want to support me the most. Right? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, someone should genuinely just show Asmongold the MTG clips, okay? Because I guarantee you Marjorie Taylor Greene is screeching and screaming like the biggest Karen on the face of the planet. But I really doubt Asmongold would ever call Marjorie Taylor Greene a Karen, okay? And if he does it, it's in a joking way, not in an actual serious insult way. But yeah. Tier 4 simp? Yes, exactly. All right. You think people are secret about how much they simp for me? Kidding. The law is the most important thing. Anyone who crosses the line should face the consequences, but also this shouldn't apply to Trump. He is above the law and the lawmakers. Yeah, exactly. Just actual like Vanguard Party type beat, okay? Like literally Vanguard Party, like communism Vanguard Party type beat, dude.
All the ghetto Whataburgers, you got to
literally
on Fridays,
like actually,
same as Denny's, same as Waffle House,
unironically,
to prevent any situations, right? And so this cop goes to charge his phone. He's sitting there, he's on his phone, he's like, whatever. And he goes to his car. While he walks away from his car, they get in a fight. Instantaneously, they start fighting each other. They start wrestling on the ground. And a cop comes back, and you can see he's at his car while they're fighting, and they're on the ground wrestling around. And then he walks over, and he turns around, he's like, I don't think it wasn't that much. It was just like, jeez. And he just like fast walked back up there. It's like, all right, guys, come on, let's stop this. The fact is, yeah, I fucking hate this. Yeah, I fucking hate everything. Yeah, exactly. And so the fact is that...
Wait, and what the fuck is this, like, tangent? What is the message I should be getting away from this incoherent rant?
The reason why people do this is that they can get away with it. The moment that they stop getting away with it, they stop doing it. So this entire premise that I think that some people...
Wow, this IRL example of a fucking one-off that I have encountered IRL is shaping my entire worldview, where whatever I experience is everybody else's experience, and you shouldn't question otherwise. Statistics as a field does not exist. Science and research, you know, is completely useless. It's all about what I perceive, okay? My perception is reality. I will make it reality if it's not reality, okay?
Would have you believe is that
So base.
They do this because they believe that they're right. No, that's not the case. They do it because they think that they can get away with it and they can bully other people physically and with the threat of violence with their actions. That's the reason why they do it. If they knew they wouldn't get away with it, they would never fucking do it. So that's the way I see it. Trump posted this morning he'll no longer be deporting illegal immigrants to work on farms or hotels. What other bullshit? I don't know exactly what it is. Like, I'm sure he's probably going to work on some kind of like work visa thing or something like that. And some of them did have expired work visas. So I'm not really sure. Like, he just tweeted that out. Like, I would wait. People are getting mad about that right now, but like, I would wait to see like what he's going to say. But like, you know, I have the viewpoint that like, if they're illegal, to get them all out, right? Get them all out. Like, you can't have it's immoral to have a culture that it relies on second-class citizens just by the nature of them being here, being taken advantage of. You know, like I don't like that. Get them out. Yeah, so I don't agree with that. But I would wait to see a little bit more about it before I go and I pop off and get too angry about it. America first, unless it hurts plantation owners. I've heard that before. I read it in a history book. And so anyway, let's see here. It doesn't matter for whatever reason. Bottom line is it's wrong no matter who did this. Exactly. And this is the problem, is that people think that doing the wrong thing for the right reason makes it the right thing. And this is the premise of pretty much the entire movement of a lot of these people. They think that they can do the wrong thing, but if they have the right reason, it's okay. And so let's go back. I see if I can find another one. So he's talking about this here. Is this a... Yeah, here we go.
Without objection.
Mr. President, I just saw something that sickened my stomach. The manhandling of a United States senator. We need immediate answers to what the hell went on.
I agree. Why the fuck was he trying to barge into something like that and trying to force his way in there? This is you know, that's a 200-pound, over probably 6-foot-tall man going in there to physically impose himself on a woman? Disgusting.
Again, this framing, this weird like rape framing. Like what is this framing of like this being like a big rape case or like a fucking Harvey Weinstein levels of like or like back alley rape situation? Like, why is he framing things like this? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is actually, like, so dishonest of him to do. Like, this is, like, blatant. He literally watched the very video in which this entire thing went down. He saw all the camera angles, well, almost all the relevant camera angles of it, okay? And he goes on to say to this guy whose face planted on the ground, okay? Oh, like, who's literally eating the ground for dinner. Like, this guy is a rapist. This guy is the rapist, attempted raper of Kristi Noem, okay, my queen. All right, like what? What? Like, and he goes to transgender issues in the middle of this coverage. Like, oh, geez, get me out, okay? And he's like, this person is crashing out. And meanwhile, like literally, Asmongold is like the most crashing out in this entire video. But okay.
Behavior, absolutely disgusting, embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Who does that?
Yield the floor.
Get out of here, Baldy. Get out of here. Yeah, it's like they think they're above the law. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And do not realize this sort of drama doesn't work on this age on the internet? Yeah, I guess it doesn't. They've been screaming no one is above the law for 4 years. That was only an excuse for them to prosecute Trump. They didn't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about the law. Why would they care about the law? No, they're just doing this because they can. And I'll see if there's anything else going on with this as well. But I think this might be... we're going to wait for a little bit more posts about this. But yeah, politicians are snakes, yeah. And what's the law he broke to get hemmed up? He was forcing his way in like this. Like, you don't get to go into a press conference like this and just walk into it and start talking and interrupting it. Like, you don't have the right to do that. Like,
I don't know why this is actually pissing me off. Well, we can go into the psychological studies or the psychology of watching a streamer in which you like, where the streamer is being pissed off and acting crazy, and then that is imprinting some kind of psychological reaction onto you because you are living vicariously through me because of a parasocial related relationship. Or we can just say, Asmongold is being fucking retarded right now. Okay, take your pick.
If you go in there and do that, like, what do you mean? It's yeah, like he's clearly like going in there and crashing the entire fucking thing while yelling at her. Like, really, it's not even a question. It's a security issue, exactly. Yeah, and so it's disorderly. Yeah, exactly. He wasn't invited. He wasn't supposed to be there. It's insane that they think like a senator is supposed to be above the law or something. I guess, right? I mean, I don't really know what it is, but either way, it's embarrassing.
Okay, that was crazy. That was absolute stupid, moronic, vegetable drooling type beat from Asmongold, okay? Remember, Asmongold is literally drooling vegetable, okay? This guy is like the definition of a head of cabbage given a podium to talk with on the internet, okay? How can this cavity-riddled, mold-ridden, shit-sitting, bitch-ass loser fuck say that was embarrassing? Well, see, that's the thing, okay? I'm even surprised that he can even, like, he could even have experiences outside of, you know, a Whataburger and his fucking room, right? I'm surprised that he can even experience things with, like, you know, how his gut is literally infested into being, like, the most healthiest cockroach ecosystem in the world, okay?